Hello. In this video, we are going to learn about integers, specifically adding and subtracting integers. So before we get started, you should be able to define integers and you should be able to relate integers into real life situations. So let's review natural numbers. What are natural numbers? Natural numbers are also known as the counting numbers. The numbers used for counting, such as 1, 2, 3, and so on. Goes on forever. The next set of numbers are the whole numbers. So say you have your counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and you add 0 to that set. You now have the set of whole numbers. So whole numbers, they are just the counting numbers and 0. The next set of numbers are integers. So say you have your whole numbers, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. When you add the negatives of your counting numbers, so you have -1, -2, -3, this goes on forever here and goes on forever here, you now have the set of integers. So integers are just your whole numbers and the negatives of your counting numbers. 0 has no opposite, it's just 0. So if you can see here, integers, you have no decimals and no fractions. Be careful though, because sometimes maybe they'll give you a fraction like this, say 14/2. You're gonna say, hey, is this an integer? Well, it's a fraction, so maybe it's not an integer. But you can simplify this. 14/2, that's the same as 14 divided by 2, and that is equal to 7. So this is an integer, even though it looks like a fraction. So first, you have to simplify the fraction. And then the simplified form, that's what you use to figure out if your number is an integer or not. Okay? So don't just stop right here. Simplify it first if you can. And then if after you simplified, you end up with a natural number, then that means your fraction is actually an integer. Okay? So what are integers in real life? How do I use integers in real life? Say, for example, you owe $2. In math, you represent owing $2 as -2. Okay? So say, for example, the temperature is 4 degrees below 0. 4 degrees below 0, in math, you represent that as -4. Say, for example, you earned $8. So you represent that as +8. Either you write +8 or you can just write 8. When there's no sign in front of a number, that means the sign is plus, it's positive. Okay, another example in real life. Say, for example, you spent $8. So you can represent that as -8. Say, for example, you are in a building and you went down 2 levels below ground level. So you will represent that as negative 2. Okay, so as you can see, it's important to learn about integers because we use integers in real life and we should be able to perform operations with integers. And that's what we're going to be doing next. Going to be adding and subtracting integers. Okay, so the first one, negative 3 plus negative 4. There are rules in adding and subtracting integers, but I find it easier to relate these numbers into real life because it makes more sense than just memorizing the rules. Once this makes sense to you, memorizing the rules will be easy. So let's get started. Negative 3 means you owe $3. And you're adding some more money that you owe because that's negative 4. So that means you owe $4. So altogether, how much do you owe? You owe $7. And in math, we represent owe $7 as negative 7. Okay, the next one, negative 6. So you owe $6. Plus, this is positive 4. So that means you paid back. Paid back $4. Do you still owe? Yes, you still owe $2. And owe $2, that's negative 2. All right, the next one. So negative 5, that means you owe $5. So owe 5. Then you're adding, oh, you owe $2 more. Owe 2. So altogether, you owe 7. And in math, that means negative 7. Okay, this one, negative 2. So you owe $2 plus, this is positive 7. So you paid back $7. Oh, you overpaid. You paid more than what you owe. So that means you overpaid by $5. You're going to get some change back. You're going to get positive $5 here. Okay, so as you can see, adding integers is not bad. Just related to real life. Negative means you owe, and then positive means you're paying it back. All right, the next one, find the difference. We will be subtracting integers. But before we get started with the problems over here, I want to show you an example here that will help you out in figuring out these problems here. Say, for example, you have negative 8 minus negative 3. I will translate this to real life example. So negative 8, say you owe $8, right? That's negative 8. You owe $8. Minus means you're taking away. That's minus. That's the minus there. Negative 3. So taking away $3 that you owe. $3 you owe. Because that's negative 3, right? $3 you owe. So think about it. If you're taking away part of the money that you owe, that means you're paying back, right? So this is your paying back $3. So taking away $1 that you owe means you're paying back that same dollars. So you owe $8. So here you owe $8 and you're paying back $3. So mathematically, we translate this to 08, negative 8, then plus 3. So from here, you can say that, hey, every time I see minus negative, that means addition. Because minus negative means I'm taking away part of the dollars that I owe. Taking away some of the dollars that you owe, which means you're paying back. And paying back means you're adding some money. So that's addition. So remember that. Every time you see minus negative, right away, change that to addition. Okay? So let's use that to answer the problems over here. See this one, negative 12. So negative 12, you say you owe $12 and then minus, so that means you're loaning some more money. So you borrow $5 more. So how much do you owe now? You owe $17 because 12 and 5 altogether 17. So owe 17, that means in math negative 17. The next one, negative 20. So you owe 20 and oh, you have minus negative here. Remember, minus negative means you're taking away part of your debt, which means you're paying back. So negative 20, I'm going to rewrite that, negative 20 minus negative, I'm taking away part of my debt, which means I'm paying back $10. Minus negative will change to addition. So you owe $20, you paid back $10. Now you still owe how much? You owe $10, which in math is negative 10. All right, the next one. So here you're starting off with $6. Remember, the whole idea of minus negative, that's the same as addition. So once you see minus negative, change that to addition. And then 4. So 6 plus 4, that is 10. All right, same thing here. So you're starting off with negative 7. Minus negative. Once you see minus negative, change that to addition. And then 3. You're paying back $3. So you're starting off with negative 7. You owe $7 and you paid back $3. So that means you still owe $4, which in math is negative 4. The next one. So you're starting off with negative 4. So you owe 4, and then minus, so you're borrow $8 more. So that means altogether you now owe how much? $12. So negative 4 minus 8 is negative 12. The last one. So you have $3. So you have $3. Here, you can think of this minus here, you can think of this like you spent $8. So you're starting off with $3, you spent 8, so that means you overspent. Oh, you spent more than what you have. Overspent by how much? You overspent $5. So you overspent $5, meaning you spent more than what you have. Now you owe $5. So this is negative 5. Okay, so again, just to summarize, when you're adding integers, just relate it to real life and then just do the math. When you're subtracting integers, you just have to remember one thing. Every time you are subtracting a negative number, that means you're adding that number. So every time you see minus negative, right away change that to addition, and then now you have an addition problem. You can just do the same thing as if you're just adding. Okay, so I hope you find this video helpful and that you will be able to add and subtract integers now with confidence. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.